I would say like some of the best representation in the media in the last sort of the digital age would just be a lot of interviews with Mother Teresa, who is a really influential Catholic in India, and people would often try and get her to say to kind of stumble into political or opinions that they were trying to get her to say the wrong thing, and she always very much so handled it with grace and gave really profound answers a lot of the time. So I would say her talking about the LGBTQ community was something I was really proud of, just because they would say, what do you think about gay people or homosexuality, and she would just be like, well, so you mean beloved children of God? And then they would say, what do you think, yeah, but what do you think about gay people? And she'd be like, you mean beloved children of God. So I think that's super important, that she I'm very proud of the way she handled the media and things, and I think that if more Catholics could do that, there would be a lot better stigma around the religion in the media. Yeah, I think there is a big national focus on a lot of the clergy scandals, as there should be, because there's a lot of things that are wrong and things that are very inexcusable, but there's not a whole lot of focus on a lot of other things. I mean, sort of similar. I mean, and that's sometimes the way media tends to be. Good things go unnoticed and bad things get highlighted. And not that that's a bad thing, because when you highlight something, it tends to get corrected, which is really important, and that's an important role of the media. But I think people who are very non-religious or don't have a ton of religious friends or anything like that, oftentimes you mention Catholicism and that's all that's thought of, which is really unfortunate. And just because it's a very deep philosophical, it's a very deep philosophy in religion, and there's a lot more to it than just the clergy scandals. And as bad as those are, there's a lot of good to be had through religion in general and through Catholicism. So. I don't know. I want to say something very profound, but I would probably just say community. I just think there's a great community, especially here locally, and just a lot of really good friendship that I'm proud of, and just people who are trying to really live good lives and care about others, and I think that's incredibly important. And the community here is very supportive of each other in trying to do that. So some of my main sources of news consumption would be TV news in the morning, national TV news. Me and my roommate watch that a few times a week in the mornings, just while we're getting ready and stuff. I'm subscribed to some business media, email newsletters that I read fairly often, and then also social media news as well. So.